I was actually out with my sister last night and I was telling her about that. She like took my hand and she was like, I'm really proud of you. And
that's great.
Yeah. Because
really
it's not what it's all about, you know?
The sister that that you're going to hook me up with on a date?
Wow.
We've been...
Wow.
We've been...
It's a
We've been bothering
joke.
Courtney.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Sure it is.
Dude. Let me tell it at least.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so we're all single, la-di-da. But Ian's been like, can I say slang and dong? No, but
not
you haven't.
slanging dong.
You're not.
No dong
You're
has
not
been
slanging
slang.
dong.
Ian has not slang a single dong.
How dare
guys?
How dare you appropriate my word and then use it
Falsely.
How dare you claim I
sorry.
slang dong?
Well, he's been dating. He's been in the dating pool and you know, going on dates.
I've been following leads, but I haven't really been.
Oh my god.
I haven't been
Is this how you pursue women?
successfully dating.
A suspect.
I guess. I'm like that's. I think that's
suspect.
Aha.
I'd like to take you out to dinner for questioning.
I'd like some evidence that we might be compatible.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it's been.
Well, anyway, that's what he's been following leads of suspecting women.
Mm-hmm.
And we were having a conversation the other day of like, oh, who can we set him up with? Da, da, da. And I made a joke that my older sister was she's newly single, but they would not work.
Why?
It's weird for me.
But it's not about you, Courtney. It's about my happiness and your sister's happiness.
That's right, Courtney.
Dude.
Oh my God, this is so awkward.
Look,
I don't know what to say.
Look, your sister and I are the same age, roughly. We both live near each other, so that's great for LA.
Dude.
Boy, you live close to each other? Well, I guess it's a match made in heaven.
That is a lead. We have a lead.
In LA, if you live close to somebody, that's half of the relationship.
Yeah. Oh man, I've definitely ended. I ended a thing once because it was just too far away.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God.
you're in Santa Monica.
We were. It was literally like we were a solid like 20 miles away, and like in any other state that'd be fine. But it got to a point where I was like, this is crushing me. Like my back hurts from driving so much.
You get to their house and you just fall asleep on their bed.
I'm exhausted every time we hang out. Like I can't do this. And also like it just wasn't there was more reasons obviously, but it wasn't.
But it's mostly the distance.
If she had lived closer, I would have been like, I'll give this more of a shot.
I mean, the weird thing is 20 miles if you're coming from Los Angeles, that's a long distance relationship.
Yeah, essentially is because it's over an hour to like
Yeah.
get to each other. That's awful.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna have you
God.
date an older version of myself. Sorry, dude.
But she's not like I've met her before. She's not like you.
Yeah.
No, we're very different. But I feel like she's, I don't know, you guys
Oh,
are not.
whoa, hold on. Does she have a Keurig?
Does she have a Keurig?
Does she have a Keurig?
Does she drink coffee?
I don't think she has a Keurig.
Oh no,
But does
she's
she-
nothing
That's
like you,
another
Courtney.
lead, Ian.
She's
That's another
nothing
lead.
like you.
What do you guys think at home?
What?
Should Courtney set it up?
No. I talked to Kari about it. And she was like, she's like, no.
But is she just saying that for your sake? Or
Yeah.
You know,
did she say you?
No, she didn't say ew.
Oh.
Kari, I'm so sorry.
Does she listen to this?
pod?
Maybe sometimes if I'm on it.
My family only listens if I'm not on it.
Does your dad listen to this podcast?
Or he watches it.
Do you think he would approve?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, before
don't
you even start
know.
dating, can you get your father's blessing for Ian?
Yeah,
Yes,
you know
now.
what? If you
Get it out of the
wanna,
way.
Sure, Ian, go for it. Shoot your shot.
Okay.
I dare you.
Mr.
No, in person. You don't do
No, I'm
invite.
addressing him on the podcast.
Sorry, Dad.
Mr. Miller,
Say your condolences for the robbery.
my condolences for the robbery. May I have your daughter's hand in marriage?
Oh my God.
He cut straight to the point. I'm done.
That's
waiting.
smart.
I'm ready.
Smart.
I'm ready to commit.
Kicking it old school.
Oh my God.
Dang.
Could you imagine what I just like.
All I can think about right now is the wonderful Thanksgiving dinner we would all
that's what I was
have.
gonna say.
I'd come to your house and we'd all just have a lovely dinner together. We'd share stories, talk about the time your sister and I went to Cozumel.
Oh my God.
Had some pina coladas by the beach.
Guys.
Wow. Go on.
That's it. We only took one trip.
Oh, yeah. This is early on.
Yeah, because
This is only, 7 months in?
Well, we're talking about this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this Thanksgiving.
So we're only like a
yeah.
few months in.
Yeah, only a few months in. So one trip to Cozumel at that point
Yes.
is fair.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What if
Paris next year.
Yeah, that's probably where I'll propose.
Yeah, you would propose there.
Right at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you already got my dad's blessing, apparently.
Yeah. It's great. Wow. It's been awesome. Love this. This is really sweet.
I just don't know what to say. What if Kari came on the podcast?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I actually still feel kind of crappy from Saturday. It was a pretty crazy night, but
Well, I saw that you took
my sis to our favorite place. No.
my Kari.
Stop.
You took my Kari.
Don't refer to my sister or any woman as my and their name.
I just want to put it out there. I was not the first person to say that. That was our writer Ryan. He's like, "Oh yeah, Ian's Kari." I was like, "Yeah."
Boy.
So Courtney's sister Kari, my future wife.
Dude. I'm so glad I don't have a sister. We talk a lot about dating on this podcast.
Oh, really?
About our dating lives.
Oh, what's up with you guys? I'm sure you talked about it a lot on here.
I'm a career woman.
Okay.
I don't have time for love.
Got it.
I'm
Career woman as well, or?
singling but mingling.
Okay.
He's following
Yeah.
leads.
Oh,
That's what we
good.
call. That's what we call them.
Yeah, I refer to it as following leads. Cool.
Following
There's a
leads
pretty-
to eventually slaying dong is
Oh,
how.
he slays dong?
That is the
Slang
end
dong,
goal.
yeah.
Slaying,
yeah.
slaying dong.
So he slings dong and you slay dong?
I slay dong.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yes,
like that.
I slay dong and you slang.
Yes.
It's slang and dong.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, following a strong lead.
Oh,
It's
you
a
got
su-
one.
it's
You
a
got
sus-
one.
a suspect.
You got
now.
one
Yeah, it
suspect
was a
right now.
suspect.
Yeah, one suspect.
Oh.
Is it Courtney?
No, but he was after my sister for a bit.
Really?
Whoa.
No. I mean, look. I'm following this suspect. I'm following the lead. I know that the end game is that I will be marrying Courtney's sister.
No.
Oh, that's good.
No.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
But it's good to make her
So
jealous
will I.
and stuff.
So
Gosh, it's been so long since we've just had a normal podcast. So much has happened.
I know, dude.
And
Get into it.
I won't get all the way into it because I feel like I gotta save it for a more normal podcast.
Yeah, because this is freaking
are we
weird.
not normal
Yeah,
enough?
this.
We're weirdos.
Well, I want to give you guys the proper attention that
Sure.
you deserve.
Thank you. I'll take it.
But I did try out a dating app,
Oh.
and on the first day,
Raya.
Swipe right, ladies.
on the first day, I came across Courtney's sister's profile.
Wow.
You guys want to know what happened to that?
What?
Apparently, my sister never saw him because she has a height minimum.
What?
Is that ridiculous or what? I'm not even that short.
You don't seem short at all.
No,
How tall
I'm
are you?
5'8".
Oh, you
No.
are very, very short.
You're not
No,
5'8".
And I'm really excited personally for next week's podcast because we're going to have a
Why?
special guest,
Who?
my sister, Kari Miller.
Why would you do that?
And Ian didn't know.
I don't know if I have enough time to get a ring.
No,
that
no, no.
What are we bringing?
I get it. Dating has been hard in quarantine, but no. She's just coming on because I want to talk to my sister and it'd be fun and don't make it weird.
But look,
Wait,
like,
don't-
Ian,
wait,
Ian,
let's
for
do
next
it.
next week's shoot, dude, you should just shoot your shot. Like,
Yeah, but that's gonna be fun. She's gonna be video chatting from my dad's house.
Amazing.
So it'll be great. It'll be great.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
And for those that don't know, there was a long running thing of me professing my love for Courtney's sister.
Yeah, trying
Well,
to
not
court my
professing love,
sister.
but just
Yeah,
saying like,
you just wanted
no,
to
but
court my sister.
one day we will, we'll live happily ever after. And now I have to face the consequences of making those jokes.
Absolutely.
Great. Awesome.
It's gonna be stellar.
No, that's gonna be great. That's
Looking forward.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. Welcome everyone to the SmoshCast. Today is a very let's just call it the karma episode. Because today I am joined by Courtney and Courtney's sister Kari. Welcome.
Hello.
I thought it would be a great idea to bring Kari on, obviously, for many reasons, but one of them being, you know what? Quarantine, life is crazy, screw it. Let's bring her on, especially after the first time we ever talked about her on this pod. I think it was.
I feel like you talk about me all the time, but
I do, actually. I talk about my family a lot because I'm
me too. We're obsessed with each other.
But we keep dancing around why Kari's really here. You know what, Ian? Why don't you express how you first came across my sister via your telephone?
Let's start it. Let's get it started.
Come on.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about
story?
the real
What's
shit.
the scoop, Ian?
What's the story? Wait.
Just
When
take
was the
us
first
through.
time? What about a telephone?
Don't play dumb. When did you swipe right?
Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
Talk
what
about my
started?
Bumble
is that what-
days.
So
is that
yeah,
what
on
kicked it all
podcast.
off? Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to. On the podcast episode 13, I don't know
Yeah.
how we brought up my sister. Oh no, it was because in the office one day I mentioned that my sister was single because like her and I were hitting that
Right.
single life for a bit, and then
Right.
I'm Ian. You know, and that's weird is when I almost just called you my brother. But I was like, but then Ian was joking about that, and then one day you find her dating profile.
Yeah. So I get a lot of pleasure out of making people uncomfortable with jokes. So
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
so
That's
I
real.
like to needle Courtney with
Oh yeah.
jokes about like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I mean, it's probably inevitable that at one point me and your sister are gonna get married, and then we're gonna be at dinner. We're gonna like have like Thanksgiving dinner, and it's just gonna be great. And I get to
And
call.
we'll all just laugh about it.
I get to call your dad, Dad.
Oh my god,
boy.
dude.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
but then who's the boss of who? Like
There you
you're my
go.
boss, but then my dad is your boss. And then I'll be like, my dad's gonna beat you up if you.
He probably
Oh
could.
my God.
He definitely could.
Nah, he's getting older.
It's not that. It's just that he wouldn't. It's just that he simply would not.
Yeah, he's not a fighter.
I was swiping on the Bumbles, and I came across Kari on Bumble. And I was like, that'd be kind of funny if I swiped right.
And
So I did.
Tell me about my
And-
profile. Was it cool? Did it seem like I was like fun? I'm just curious about your impression, you know, of like, I just wonder how I
Yeah.
come off sometimes. I get weird feedback.
Yeah, it was all good. I want to say there was something on there that was like very, very like very weedy. And I was like, I don't
Classic.
know.
yeah, because you're conservative.
Oh my
AF.
God. Based off that, you were like, I'm not sure. This chick blazes too fat.
Yeah.
I don't want to kick it with this stoner.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
Blaze too strong.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting.
But I swiped right anyway,
Ian's
just
weird like
for the
that.
bit. And I have to say, I have to report, never got a match.
Dude,
And
never
then-
saw you. Dude, Courtney was like, one day, Courtney was like, did you know notice something different on Instagram? And I was like, no, what's up? And she was like, oh. And then she kind of like filled me in on everything, but I had never seen you.
I'd made Ian follow you on Instagram to see what would happen.
and I didn't catch it.
Yeah, she didn't even
You know,
notice because you're
Smosh
too
people
busy
come in
being
and out,
viral.
you know, they pop by. I was a little viral at the time, and yeah, I didn't see it. Okay, I had a lot of settings at the time.
Yeah.
On-
So you had a lot of filters. You have a lot of people
Yeah,
that
I
you
really
filter out.
put up with the filters.
On
You know, it's just like
Instagram,
boom,
on
boom, boom.
dating
I never want to
apps.
meet anybody.
If they don't blaze too fat, you don't.
Yeah.
That's also like a filter.
Yeah, sometimes that is a thing. I'm like, he seems cool, but he says he'll never smoke. But that's
Yeah.
it's the silliest thing because
It's
that's
matching your
purely a
lifestyle.
phase thing.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's taking in so many things like into account, and if you're doing things at face value. I'm like, "F- it, I'm just gonna set the bar so high because I don't want to like, I don't know, you know, I'm like, they need to be this tall. They need to have this lifestyle. And I'm like, oh, I literally run out of matches, man. Let me tell you. Okay. My Hinge is like, that's it for now. Maybe change your settings.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, I got that on Bumble as well.
Damn.
You swipe through them all.
Swipe through them all, and they're like, please expand your preferences. And I was like,
Please calm the down.
This boy don't settle.
Yeah,
he don't settle.
Yeah.
Thank
But Kari, you
That's
mentioned the that you have like height requirements and stuff, and I guess
I'm
is
tall.
a thing. A lot
You're not
that is
tall.
true.
She's
taller than
I'm
me.
the tallest Miller woman. Okay.
What are you, 5'7"?
5'8.5", pushing 5'9", my friend. You know, since I've been doing yoga, my spine's gotten a lot longer, and I think I'm 5'8.5" now. So
Okay.
I just enjoy a taller partner. You know, it's what it is. It's what it is, and that could change. I could fall in love with any height. You know,
What is the height requirement? Like, what's the minimum?
I just keep it. I start at 6, and I realize, look, it's shallow as hell. That means nothing about this person I'm gonna meet. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like, I'm just gonna. I want them to hit all these requirements, and you know what? Haven't met really anybody. So.
There is kind of that meme of like, if you're like 6'3", you don't really need a personality. But it's
I
like,
hate that though. Okay, I will say, like, it is a common thing. Like, I think all across all genders, like there's people there are people who have a height requirement, and like some people find that really controversial. Some people are like, nope, that's what it is. That's what I want. It personally bothers me. I don't know. It's nothing against you, Kari, because you're tall, and I understand what you're looking for. I think for me, it's like like what you said, Ian. Like, oh, if you're 6'3", you don't need a personality. But that's like borderline if you're looking for someone at a certain height, like, oh, he needs to be 6'5", and I feel like that's like really shitty.
Yeah, dude. No, it's not. And there's been plenty of like 6'5" dummies where I've been like, oh, it's too bad. It's too bad.
That's
like
good, yeah.
It's truly not going to like help me in any way. It's just like if you're judging people based on photos and prompts, it's like it's going to be
so
shallow.
hard.
You can't get an actual vibe.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you can't go fully one way or the other. You can't be completely superficial, but you also can't go completely off of maybe personality, because I mean, you have to be attracted to the person.
Totally.
So if there's like a just that kind of physical attraction to somebody that is taller than you, because it's like a certain thing, like you can't deny that. Like that's just what you're into. And does that mean that somebody shorter than you might happen to be the perfect person for you? Maybe, but
Dude,
that's not the kind of. But more often than not, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
People like what they like, and if you got those settings, I mean, play around with them.
I think it's great that they have those options for people to have those settings. Honestly, it's cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, I could end up with a short king. We don't know.
I will say, like, I've only dated one guy that was significantly taller than me. Like, every like serious relationship I had, like the high school boyfriend and that other serious boyfriend, like they were only a couple inches taller than me. I actually might be taller than my high school boyfriend now.
Yeah, I think you might be.
Yeah, I don't know how it just happened like that. I don't know if it's like me like seeing like, oh, we're equals. So like
yeah, I know. It's not like
eye to eye.
It's not like a physical. It doesn't mean anything like physical, I don't think. It's just like, oh, who's that? You know, it's kind of like in my my thing. Who's that tall drink of water? You know, I can't help that reaction. But certainly not going to be, you know, how Kari finds love.
So that's how Kari never saw Ian on the dating app.
So that's how I rejected Ian.
You had your filter set to 6 foot.
Yeah,
minimum.
Yeah, and I had a friend who was like, "I saw you on Bumble," and I swiped right, and I was like, cool, I didn't see it, and I didn't realize that, and then I realized, oh my god, that's why I also didn't see Ian. So I was just.
But if you change your filters, they'll all be there in your like little like box. So I'm just saying, I might still be sitting there. Yeah, because
oh my god,
because I kept getting these notifications from Bumble saying that people
still hope.
like people like liked my thing. And I go there and it was always empty. I was like, okay, something's broken with my Bumble. But then I realized I just had to remove the advanced filters. And then all of a sudden, like a ton of people showed up that weren't what I wanted. So I was like, yeah, I guess the advanced filter is kind of important.
Okay. Jeez. So once I re-download the app, because I have not been on Bumble literally since then, because it made me uncomfortable being like, the girl is the one who initiates and I just like don't like that. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, I felt that too.
That wasn't, but hey, I'll download it and I'll see if you're in the queue.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Sick.
Click by Soul asks, would you guys date a woman that is taller than you? So this is a question that was
I have.
We kind of talked about this in the podcast last week where I confronted Kari Miller, Courtney's sister, that I am to marry in the future. And she only dates guys that are 6 foot or taller. Would I date a woman that's taller than me? Yeah, I don't care. This one comes from Miss McKenzie. She says, I'm 22 and have never been in a relationship. I have a very specific idea of what I want from a relationship and the type of guy I want to date. I've been told that maybe my expectations are limiting my possibilities. Should I lower my standards or try to be more open-minded? Or wait.
Okay.
She's wondering if she should just wait for the perfect guy to come. I mean, look, how are you supposed to know what kind of guy you want to date if you've never dated before? Not that I'm saying that you should just rush into a relationship just to try it and see what happens. Like if somebody's a piece of shit, don't enter into a relationship.
I think it depends on the specifications that she's looking for. I think if it's like he needs to be 6'2" and athletic and have blonde hair, like I think
if you're
that's obviously
Courtney's sister.
Hey,